ABC7's Eric Hong joining us now with the story of a Chicago landmark where work has begun to rebuild. It was seriously damaged in this blizzard.
Very much so, Alan. Linda, the First Baptist Congregational Church on the near west side sustained damage totaling more than $1 million, but the 142-year-old church survived the Great Chicago Fire. Members say it will overcome this setback as well. It wasn't divinity, but rather a giant crane that had church members today gazing at the heavens.
Just one of the steps in the process of us getting the church restored. So our congregation is pretty excited about seeing things getting back to the way they were.
It was nearly 4 weeks ago that the blizzard's high winds toppled the spire, sending heavy limestone blocks crashing through the sanctuary roof. The church at the time was empty.
If you saw the aftermath, if anybody had been sitting in that section or even below, it would have definitely, some lives would have been taken.
Today, all but 2 blocks remain. The 5-foot-wide, 800-pound pieces are lodged in the balcony floor behind this tarp, but not for long.
Basically, they're going to boom in to the opening in the roofs here, and we have a net. We're going to work those stones in and grab it with a net and just pull them out and then get it ready to close up the roof.
It could have been worse. It could have been worse. Our church is over 100 years old, but it's sturdy. It took the damage very well. As you see, the stone didn't fall all the way through.
The blocks barely missed electrical lines, which could have started a fire, and they spared the church's 94-year-old organ, a gift from the Dole pineapple family, now valued at more than $1 million.
The organ tubes are made out of wood. They're about 120 years old, and we're trying to preserve them. We have dehumidifiers in there and just taking care of it and keeping a close eye that water doesn't penetrate that room.
Roof repairs will take weeks, but the blocks kicked up dust which now permeates everything from floor to ceiling, and cleanup could take months.
It's kind of also awakened us to the fact of how gifted we are and how blessed we are to have a church like this. So I think it's going to also make us a little bit more not taking the place for granted.
The church, which is on the National Register of Historic Places, has set up a restoration fund for donations through PNC Bank. In the meantime, Sunday services continue across the street at Hope Institute Learning Academy. Linda and Alan, there was a bit of a setback today. The crane broke.
Oh, really?
They'll be back out there tomorrow, though.
Oh, okay.
Okay, thanks very much.